1825, a Scottish woman tried to prove that slaves could be emancipated without their owners losing money by starting a utopian community in Tennessee. But 2 years later, a visitor would see just how far things had gone wrong. I'm reading The Domestic Manners of the Americans by Frances Trollope every day and giving you the highlights. This is day 2, let's get into it. So the year is 1827 and Frances Trollope is traveling up the Mississippi on the way to Cincinnati when she meets another woman named Frances, the Scottish-born Frances Wright. Frances Wright was a free-thinking social reformer whose ideas were way ahead of her time. She advocated for many things that we take for granted these days, like birth control, legal rights for married women, and of course, emancipation. Her big idea was that the government should allow slaves to work on public land so that they could earn money to purchase their freedom. She actually discussed this plan with Thomas Jefferson and James Madison, who apparently voiced their support. To show that it could work, she purchased 30 slaves and moved them to Nashoba, a property that she owned in the woods outside of Memphis. At first things went okay, but by the time Frances Trollope shows up, it's evident that the community had fallen into deep disrepair. Trollope describes it as a desolate and sickly place. It's in the middle of this deep, thick forest that's accessible only by a narrow road that is frequently washed out by storms. Mosquitoes infest the area, and Frances Wright had to leave in 1826 because she came down with malaria. It was on a return journey that she met Frances Trollope, and by the time they got back to Nashoba, it was evident that her leadership was the one thing that was keeping everything together. The farmland around the community had failed to produce good harvests, and the interim managers had taken to instituting harsh punishments. And to top it all off, the school that Wright had intended to build was never even started, making the whole thing kind of pointless. Frances Trollope doesn't really stay that long because she's afraid of coming down with malaria. After she leaves, she hears that Frances Wright had disbanded the community in 1830 and moved all the slaves to Haiti, where she freed them. Slavery would stay legal in the southern states until 1865 and the ratification of the 13th Amendment. Frances Trollope moves on to Cincinnati, and I'm going to get more into her journey next time.